Humbly placing ourselves in Jehovah's loving hands is the theme of the new music video, which tells the story of a person who learns the truth while imprisoned.
Jehovah, my God, your eyes can see an imperfect heart inside of me. Still I try to serve you loyally. When my words get away without restraint, or things that I do don't bring you praise, I beg you, please keep working with me. I look to you, my Father. I am the clay, you are my potter, shaping me into something new, something that brings praise to you, someone who brings a smile to your face. Mold me with your loving care, help me to draw close in prayer. My Father, here I am in your hands, I am in your hands.
So that was the music video from this month's February 2025 JW Broadcasting episode. I've spared you the whole thing because I'm sure some of you will be finding it quite triggering. As explained, the music video portrays a Jehovah's Witness woman who becomes a Jehovah's Witness while she's in prison, because that's something Jehovah's Witnesses do, is they go into prisons and try to recruit from convicted criminals, which is a nuanced thing. I have a few different opinions on that. But in any case, she becomes a Jehovah's Witness while she's in prison. On her release, she's reunited with her son. And I guess the chilling words in the chorus there, and it's quite a catchy tune. Maybe it's just me. It's kind of an earbug. I've been having that melody in my mind quite a bit since watching it for the first time. She talks about mold me, shape me, I am in your hands. And that very well describes the extent to which those who join Jehovah's Witnesses just have to capitulate and allow themselves to be shaped and molded into different people, which isn't what's pitched at the beginning. As I've said before, it's kind of misleading, because if someone were to come up to you and say, hey, I've just got this brilliant good news that I want to share with you, you'll learn all about it if you study the Bible with me. And by the way, in the process of doing this, you're going to become a different person. I think most people would take objection to that, would be quite offended. You know, what's wrong with who I am right now? You're saying I need to change in order to get this good news. So it's kind of sneaky the way they do this. But that's what ultimately it means to become one of Jehovah's Witnesses, is to accept this molding process, this process of taking on a new personality, of changing who you are fundamentally. And going back to this whole thing of preaching in the prisons, it's kind of ironic, isn't it, that this woman starts off in one prison and ends up in another. She's in a literal prison because she's broken the law. Could be, we could just as easily be talking about someone who's abused a child, who's been convicted for doing something like that, or someone who's murdered someone. What matters most to Jehovah's Witnesses is not whether someone is capable of that sort of evil. What matters to Jehovah's Witnesses is whether they are capable of following the governing body. That's all that matters. And as a result of this preaching, this studying that the woman does in the prison, She ends up in a different type of prison, a prison of the mind that's being constructed by Jehovah's Witnesses.